Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Hey there, fellers. How's it going? Got my John Deere hat on. Memory Seekers, great channel. Haven't seen him in a while. I'm keeping the hat on here. Castles in England. Chillingham Castle, or Chillingham Castle. One of the most unique and spooky castles in England. Spooky, ooh. Let's check it out. I don't know if I'm going to watch the whole thing. If you want to see the whole thing, maybe I will finish it, but original link top of the description as always. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's learn. Chillingham Castle, haunted.
Chillingham Castle is unlike any other castle in Britain. This former fortress is a living, breathing family home, a unique space brimming with curiosities and treasures of generations past. In this castle we'll find a captivating blend of the macabre and the marvellous, and of course there are the infamous ghostly residents adding an extra layer of intrigue to your visit. Come along as we journey through this spine-tingling yet utterly fascinating historical gem.
What the?
Long as we journey through this spine-tingling.
Ooh. What am I looking at right now? That looks terrifying.
Yet utterly fascinating historical gem in Northumberland.
Nice grass, beautiful everything.
Good morning, memory seekers. Thanks for joining us again. The very dark clouds ahead of us can mean only one thing. It's going to be another wet start to the day. We are traveling from our base.
Hey guys, so is this actual rainfall right here that you're looking at? Like, this particularly dark area right here? Because these are even darker clouds, but it doesn't seem to extend down the darkness.
To be another wet start to the day.
Not important.
We are travelling from our base in pretty Embleton to the spooky but striking Chillingham Castle, just a 30-minute drive inland.
Cumbria or no?
En route and just a mile from the castle we passed through Chatton, which is a lovely looking village to drive through. We might have stopped if it hadn't been for the heavy rain.
Uh-oh. Oh.
You enter the castle.
Is this a two-way road?
You enter the castle via the West Lodge and try and avoid the large potholes down the drive to the visitor car park. Gates to get in.
Blinker.
From here it's a 10-minute walk that leads you to the entrance of the spectacular and unusual castle. Whilst we walk, let's bring you up to speed on its historic past. Its origins can be traced back to the 12th century, not with knights and battles, but with monks and prayer. It is believed that the site was first occupied by a small monastic community. This early structure likely served as a place of worship and quiet contemplation, a far cry from the imposing fortress it would later become. The peaceful existence of the monks was disrupted in the late 13th century, with the Scottish wars raging across the borderlands. The strategic importance of Chillingham's location became apparent. In 1296, a devastating Scottish raid destroyed the original manor house. It was rebuilt, but this time with a focus on defence, consisting of a single tower and a curtain wall. King Henry III put the estate in the hands of the Grey family in 1246, and this started an 800-year ownership of the family through relations.
Trying to get better at English monarchs. Is Henry III, was he married to Eleanor of Aquitaine? I could be wrong there.
And this started an 800-year ownership of the family through relations, bloodlines, and marriage. Even in its early fortified form, the castle garnered attention from high places. In 1298, King Edward I himself stayed at the castle while en route to battle the legendary William Wallace. This visit highlighted its growing significance as a strategic outpost and a symbol of English power in the volatile border region. By the 14th century, during the frequent skirmishes, it was transformed into a formidable stronghold, and the Greys became the Earls of Tankerville. In 1344, King Edward III granted Sir Thomas Grey a license to crenellate, meaning to add battlements, and further fortify the already sturdy castle, transforming it into a complete quadrangle structure. The walls in some sections reach an impressive thickness of 10 feet.
So these are like lanterns right here, right? I'd imagine you'd have some fire here. If that is it, I would love to see when it's nighttime, dark outside, and this courtyard lit by some flames. Unless those aren't what these are, in that case, never mind.
Already sturdy castle, transforming it into a complete quadrangle structure. The walls in some sections reach an impressive thickness of 10 feet. Such formidable defences proved necessary in 1537. The castle faced another siege, this time not from the Scots, but from the powerful Percy family based at Alnwick Castle during the ill-fated Pilgrimage of Grace, a revolt against King Henry VIII and the English Reformation. The crowning of King James I in 1603 heralded a more peaceful coexistence between the two warring nations. The need for imposing defences diminished. The moat was filled, and the renowned architect Inigo Jones redesigned the north and south facades. Long galleries, a banqueting hall, and a library replaced the military architecture of the past. Charles Bennet, 2nd Baron Ossulston, inherited the Chillingham estate in 1701 from his friend and father-in-law, Ford Lord Grey.
So he said 10 feet, which is like a basketball hoop height. And I know a lot of people like make fun of Americans for using weird measurements, but it's just easy for me to visualize it. 10 feet, that's how high a basketball rim is. That's easier for me to visualize. That's a thick wall. Now, I would love to see, obviously not firing on some historic wall, but I would love to see a cannon of the time firing at a wall of that thickness with the right rock and material. Sorry, my monitor is almost going to fall off. That has my camera on it, so it's wiggling. And just, I want to see how much damage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots into a 10-foot thick stone wall would do. And I wonder how thin it would have to be for like one shot to be enough, you know?
In 1701 from his friend and father-in-law, Ford Lord Grey. Charles had married Lady Mary Grey, the last heiress of the Greys. The Bennets would go on to take the title of Earls of Tankerville. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the castle was transformed into a romantic relic, its gardens beautifully landscaped by the ideas of Capability Brown and Sir Geoffrey Wyatville. The 20th century saw 2 world wars, and like so many other large stately homes in Britain, Chillingham fell into disrepair, and the Tankervilles abandoned the castle but retained ownership.
Does this drop off? That looks like a kind of, you know, like would be up here. Is there a big wall right over there?
2 world wars, and like so many other large, abandoned the castle but retained ownership. World War II saw Chillingham requisitioned as an army barracks. The soldiers, desperate for warmth during harsh winters, stripped the castle of its decorative wood, fueling their fires with centuries-old craftsmanship. Post-war, the castle was left in a sorry state. The lead roof, pillaged for wartime needs, left the interior vulnerable to the elements, accelerating its decay. Its saviour was Sir Humphrey Wakefield, a man with a distinguished career revolving around antiques and historic restoration. His wife Catherine was a descendant of the Greys of Chillingham. He lobbied the 10th Earl of Tankerville to part with the castle and allow him to restore the family home to its former glory, which he agreed, and Sir Humphrey embarked on an extensive restoration project, transforming the castle into a comfortable residence whilst preserving its medieval character. After that history overload, let's check out the eclectic rooms, starting with a bang in the wonderful Great Hall.
Whoa, these look like the Eastern Island head. I could spend so much time. Sorry, I thought I recognized who that was for a second. I could spend so much time in this room. Just, you could put up a time lapse of me in this room, a camera right here, like it facing this way, and I would just stand here, and I would just be looking at every inch along the entire thing, all the way around, and I could be there for hours, and be very happy and content the entire time. I'm the person, if you want to go to a museum with, expect to be there for a long time. Okay, all right, sorry.
Built in the Elizabethan era, the Great Hall is characterized by its flagstone floor, tapestries, armor, weaponry, and the antlers of deer and wild cattle. These features transport visitors back to the grandeur of courtly days.
That seems like an awesome helmet. Looks like you get a pretty wide range of vision. I'm not even sure. Maybe this is like a jousting helmet or something. But for battle, it seems like you can get a lot of vision and a lot of protection. That looks really good. What do I know?
The hall was specifically constructed for the royal visit of James VI of Scotland and has since hosted numerous royals and dignitaries. Both ends of the hall are the towers outside.
I would say those are kind of looking in bad shape, but a bit of wear and tear on my own chair, but I love it, so.
Both ends of the hall are the tower's outside walls, which were filled in to create new rooms and linking them. In the 19th century, they were plastered white, and all the lovely medieval stonework was hidden. When Sir Humphrey restored the space, he was glad the plasterwork had rotted away, leaving the almost original decor. Take a closer look at the fireplaces. You might be surprised to learn that they conceal marble fireplaces that were deemed unsuitable for the room's aesthetic. During the filming of scenes from the movie Elizabeth, the marble was clearly masked with these fiberglass medieval replicas. Sir Humphrey developed a fondness for them, and they have become a distinctive feature of the room.
I'm assuming that is just a decorative piece. This can't be actual armor worn by an actual war elephant at some time, I would guess. Though maybe it is, but then how would it use its trunk to hit things?
Room.
Maybe it could be legitimate and they got it from a faraway land like India or in Arabia, North Africa, but I can't remember the last time, or I'm not aware of the last time war elephants were used in actual warfare. When I think of it, I think of Hannibal in the second, probably the first and second, the Punic Wars, Carthage, Rome.
As we wander through the rooms, what might appear as clutter is actually a treasure trove of objects that Sir Humphrey has accumulated over his years in antiques and historic restoration.
Flutter.
We'll point out some highlights, but as you can appreciate, there is far too much to mention everything.
Beautiful grass. I know it might get old, but you can probably tell I appreciate a good lawn, a good grass or garden, as you would say, okay? Because I know the work that goes into it, and I love it. Green's my favorite color, always has been. I guess purple was when I was really young. But I know I bring that up a lot. It's become kind of an inside joke in the community and the comments. I love grass. I love good grass. I appreciate it, so.
Leaving the grandeur of the Great Hall, you ascend a set of winding narrow stairs that feel like a museum in their own right. Every nook and cranny is filled with an eclectic array of objects, making each step an exciting journey of discovery.
Are those dog collars? These... Anyone know what these are? This just looks like a normal belt.
Discovery. You never know what fascinating treasures you might stumble upon next.
All right. Oh, those are stirrups, right? Is that what those are called? If you can fast forward, guys, if I'm pausing too much, or just go to the original link. But these are the things that you attach to a horse bridle harness for your feet, right? Are they called stirrups?
Catch a glimpse of the castle's pink room, said to be haunted by the radiant boy. Legend has it that the cries of a child in pain echo through the passage at midnight, followed by the appearance of a young boy in blue. Discovery of a young boy's bones and blue cloth during renovations add to the chilling tale. Some believe he was silenced after discovering secrets about the Spanish Armada.
No one expects the Spanish Armada. Inquisition, sorry. Inquisition, sorry. Okay, sorry. A boy died there, so.
The stairs lead you to a breathtaking roof garden outlook. From this vantage point, you're treated to a stunning panorama of the Cheviot Hills and the meticulously landscaped 19th century gardens designed in 1828 by the renowned royal gardener Sir Geoffrey Wyatville.
How do they get in here to trim the insides? Do they get like a forklift and then like go down like and hang down from it? Because I guess you could kind of walk in there.
Designed in 1828 by the renowned royal gardener Sir Geoffrey Wyatville.
Royal gardener is a cooler title than anything else. Absolutely stunning, beautiful.
I noticed this photo from possibly the early 20th century amongst the stairs clutter.
Guys, question. So this is considered a garden? Don't worry, I'll go back. Just need to see a big field. And also, this is considered a garden? I'd want to try those babies on so bad.
The first room is the oldest chamber in the castle. Dating back to the 13th century, this room showcases armor and weaponry from that
Or maybe it was Edward I with Eleanor of Aquitaine.
Era. Named after a visit from Edward I, the Hammer of the Scots, on his way to the Battle of Falkirk, where he captured William Wallace, Braveheart. This room holds many secrets and is believed to be the most haunted. During his stay, the dungeons filled with Scottish prisoners. Even more intriguing, over 120 Elizabethan documents were discovered hidden near a window during renovations. Some relate to the Spanish Armada, while others shed light on the succession of James VI of Scotland.
Look like Texas Longhorn. At a drum.
We enter the King James I room, named after his visit in 1603.
Looks like Charles.
We enter the King James I
The
First
first
room,
or the
named
second?
after his visit in 1603.
Did it go James, Charles the First, and then Cromwell, and then Charles the Second?
This elegant room, part of a 3-room suite built especially for the king, boasts a magnificent Elizabethan ceiling with gilded ribbing and finely moulded pendants, cleverly restored by Sir Humphrey. This is what it looked like when he arrived. The room is brilliantly furnished with remarkable copies of antique originals and adorned with patterned silk, originally crafted for Chatsworth House.
I also want to know why the harp is so connected to Ireland. You know, it's like a symbol on its flag a lot. That.
Though not of major historical significance, the paintings and tapestries offer a glimpse into the Wakefield family, adding a personal touch to his royal space, where one can easily imagine the king relaxing in its splendour.
That Ottoman Maharaja, Ottoman Raj. Guys, I would love to continue, but I'm going to stop it here. If you want to watch the rest, just, you know, you can go watch the full video. All right. Love y'all. Hope you're all doing well. It was fantastic. I talk quite a bit and to do that. Whenever you guys answer any questions I have, love when you do that. You're always great with that. If I said anything incorrect or you disagree with, very, very well much a possibility. So please correct me. Hopefully everyone's doing well. See you guys next time. We'll keep on learning. Bye, guys.